Welcome to your next life journey. I promise you, even I will be there for you. Live in Israel. Study in English. That's our motto.
Welcome, Jonathan. Jonathan is the Vice President of External Relations at Reichman University, which is Israel's first and only private and non-profit university. Welcome, Jonathan.
Thank you very much, Nikki. Great to be here.
Good to have you. And I think many people who have signed up for the webinar and are watching the webinar or will watch the recording are thinking, should they study in Israel, and can it be done in English? And they're wanting to know more about your campus. So tell us what makes Reichman unique and sets it apart from the other institutions in Israel and around the world.
But I think what makes us unique is the fact that, first of all, that we're private and nonprofit. We believe in free enterprise. We believe in capitalism. And we believe in less government control. So basically, we don't take instructions from the Israeli government. We're approved by the Council for Higher Education, and we're all fine with that. But we basically have our own philosophy. And if you come to study in the international school, the students who come there receive personal attention, personal counseling, career guidance, and even though they may be far away from home sometimes, we make them feel very much at home at the university.
Tell us a bit more about the demographic of the university. How many international students are there on campus? What's the culture like?
We have a total of 8,000 students on the campus. 30% of them are international students, and they come from basically all over the world. So of these 30%, you have about 25% Americans, about 25% Europeans. We even have 125 South African students on campus. Lovely youngsters.
Good representation from South Africa on your campus. That's great.
Yes, I have nostalgia for Cape Town.
You spent some time in South Africa.
Yep, I spent 4 years in Cape Town, 4 very, very happy years in Cape Town at the Western Province Zionist Council. And
tell us a little bit, as we're diverting a little bit, tell us a bit about your background, because we had a discussion the other day and it was super interesting. How did you land up doing what you're doing today?
Well, actually, I was raised in California, and I was a student at Columbia University in New York, and I came on a 1-year program to a university in Israel. I had a roommate who was a paratrooper, and I decided not to go back to Columbia to finish my degree. Instead, I finished my degree at the Hebrew University. I then joined the Israeli army, and the rest was basically history. I don't want to tell you how many years ago that was.
We're not going to ask. We're not going to ask. We spoke a little bit the other day when we met about the values of Reichman University. And I know it's quite a young university in the sense that it was established, I think we said, in 1994. What are the core values that underpin everything that happens on campus?
I think that one of the values would be interdisciplinary values, that whatever we teach, we want you to hit the ground running. So if you're going to be studying government or diplomacy, we're going to also teach you microeconomics and macroeconomics so that you become a more whole person. We're also very, very entrepreneurial. So no matter what you study at Reichman University, we are going to inject entrepreneurial skills into your DNA and bloodstream. The other thing is that we believe in Zionist values, and the humanistic Zionist values of Herzl, Jabotinsky, Ben-Gurion, Menachem Begin. We are a university which sings the national anthem with pride, and we're a university which is proud to call itself Zionist. We give preferential treatment to people who served in combat units in the IDF. And on the other hand, we have this international school because we believe we should embrace world Jewry and other people who may wish to come and have the opportunity to study for an academic degree taught in the English language, where the person's taken by the hand from beginning to end.
It definitely. I was on campus just a couple of days ago, and there's definitely this very international vibe. You hear a whole lot of different languages being spoken, from Hebrew to French to English. So it definitely has that vibe. And it looks like a lot of fun. Tell us a little bit about innovation and entrepreneurship, because those are things that students in today's world are very focused on. I think parents are very focused on it. I guess Israel being the startup nation, it's definitely a huge focus as a country. Tell us a bit about the focus of that, the programs that focus on that at Reichman.
So first of all, from a physical geographic point of view, we're located smack dab in the middle of a hub, which is called the Israeli Silicon Valley, but the nickname would be Silicon Valley, okay, because we're surrounded basically by hundreds upon hundreds of high-tech companies. 400 of our students are actually doing internships in these high-tech companies. We're very, very big on human-computer interaction, machine learning, computer science. We have a Me Lab based on the lab of MIT. We're very much into robotics, three-dimensional printing, artificial intelligence. And I've actually found that many of our great students who did very, very well on their matric in the sciences have blossomed at our university. But the philosophy basically is that, well, actually, the proof is in the proof is actually there that our students have made exits for the value of about $8 billion since the inception of the university, and we have 18 unicorns, and the university is actually ranked 6th in the world in entrepreneurship. For all universities in Israel, which are in the world, which are 15,000 and below, and this is a survey done by Pitch, so it's not something which we concocted. It's an international survey, which I'm happy to show off with. But
those are good points to show off with. I would say those are very impressive.
Yeah, and I think that I think that there's also a very, very fine relationship between the professors and the students. For example, we have one dining room, okay? There's no faculty club. So even though we believe in capitalism, and even though we're entrepreneurs, and even though we believe in small government and all those things, we're socialists when it comes to eating, okay? The professors eat together with the students. And
you break bread together.
Exactly. They eat hummus and schnitzel together. Okay.
I love hummus.
So basically, what happens at the end of the day is we treat our students as partners, and we actually assess our professors not only on their academic excellence, but also on the way they treat the students, because that's very important for us. It's very important for us to develop this situation. We don't want some professor to say, well, this university would have been a great place if there were no students here, and I could only, deal with my research. Because I've heard that in some places, which will remain nameless, that basically the students are a nuisance. What the heck are they doing here? We should only be doing research. And at our university, the students are really treated with respect. And I think that's
about a survey, I think, when we met, a student happiness survey.
Nikki, you're very smart, actually. You remember so many things. It's because you're young, actually. So basically,
interesting. It was very interesting. I never knew those kind of, that sort of thing existed across the board around the world. So it was really
there is a survey taken by the 70 plus minus universities and colleges in Israel of who has the greatest student satisfaction, and we came out #1 in the country. So I was very happy about that. And it's a survey that deals with the relations between yourself and the faculty, yourself and the administration, even how your food tastes. What are the facilities at your university? Do you have a lot of sports activities? Do you have activities beyond the classroom, such as debate, entrepreneurial club, things like this? And the student satisfaction is very high, actually, very high.
Well, the hummus must be really good as well. And I hear you even do boerewors braais for the South African students.